You hit the $2, $5, or $10 million mark. Revenue is climbing. But under the surface, the daily grind feels inexplicably hard. You followed the exact playbook you were supposed to. You added a scheduling app to dispatch technicians. You bought a CRM to track customers. You set up a dedicated invoicing platform so you could actually get paid. On paper, you have every base covered. Your technology stack looks robust and ready to handle the volume. In practice, your dispatching schedule constantly gets misaligned. Leads sit untouched, and your team spends half the day relying on memory, spreadsheets, and sticky notes just to keep jobs moving. You have the right software. You even have basic integration set up, but the business itself resists your efforts to run it smoothly. This happens because as growing companies run into new problems, they buy a new tool to solve each one, and then attempt to string them together after the fact. We call the result franken-software. Because these connections were built reactively, data flows inconsistently. An update to scheduling suddenly breaks the billing automation. Teams lose trust. Without an accurate picture, employees create invisible manual workarounds just to survive. The software is technically communicating, but your operations remain fractured. People use the words integration and unification as if they mean the exact same thing. In reality, they produce completely different results for your operations. Integration is about functional connectivity. It asks a simple question: can System A talk to System B? Unification is an operational design. It determines exactly where core data lives, which platform acts as the true backbone, and how every workflow moves through the company. Skipping that design phase only compounds your internal complexity. Integration links individual parts together, but unification architects how the entire machine operates. Take a look at a growing HVAC contractor we evaluated. They invested in a dispatch platform, a new CRM, several marketing tools, and middleware to tie it together. Yet their customer files were constantly duplicated. Job statuses required manual confirmation between departments, and leadership spent hours cleaning up reports before they could trust their own revenue numbers. Instead of buying another patch to fix the problem, they stopped and evaluated their architecture. They designated one central CRM as the operational backbone, stripped out redundant software, assigned explicit roles to the remaining tools, and routed all data directly into that single core hub. Within months, data discrepancies dropped. Dispatching became reliable. The team stopped fighting technology and focused on their actual jobs. They achieved operational clarity without purchasing a single new piece of software. They simply imposed a unified structure on the tools they already had. Most mid-market HVAC companies find themselves caught in a transition phase. They are somewhere between accumulating assorted tools and trying to reactively integrate them. To move forward, leadership must step back and ask, where does our core customer data actually live? Which of our platforms overlap in their daily functions? You start simplifying by choosing one operational backbone, consolidate your data there, and force every other tool in your stack to serve a highly specific, restricted role. The objective is a coherent operational reality where your workflows, your team, and your software are completely aligned. As your job volume increases, hidden friction in your operations compounds. Small manual tasks turn into massive bottlenecks when multiplied across thousands of calls. Connecting your software is a necessary step to handle that volume, but treating integration as your final strategy leaves your business fragile. Structural unification turns your technology stack from an expensive daily burden into an operational advantage that scales smoothly. If your team has to rely on personal spreadsheets and workarounds to get through the week, your architecture is fractured. Start the conversation with us at foundry.com, and let's identify the gaps in your operational systems.